A woman was hiking along a jungle trail when she filmed a fun clip for Instagram. What she didn't realize was that a snake had slithered out from the bushes right behind her because she stayed calm without even knowing the danger. The snake didn't feel threatened and didn't react. It could have ended terribly, but she got lucky. It seems she didn't notice at the time, only realizing the close call when she watched the video later. Backpacking UK, a YouTube channel known for its solo wild camping adventures, shared a tense and unexpected experience from August 19th, 2023. The YouTuber had ventured into a remote woodland to test some new gear, expecting a peaceful day outdoors. He set up camp, showcasing his spacious two-person tent and equipment. Everything seemed calm and serene, but that peace didn't last long.
Oh, gutted. Just been busted. Really busted. Like 3 guys Land Rover busted. Oh dear. Have to keep it quiet. Oh dear. Well, campers, that was an experience, but a good one. It's out of the way now. It's the first time I've been busted, so God, nearly got shot. Fucking hell. Oh dear. God. Nice. This old guy with a gun, someone in a suit, and then the backup team, which I weren't going to mess with them, just asking what the I was doing. Oops, not good.
Out of nowhere, a jeep appeared, and 3 men confronted him, one of whom was visibly armed. They told him they had nearly shot him, mistaking him for someone else. Thankfully, he stayed calm. By explaining the situation calmly, he was able to de-escalate things. No harm was done, but the encounter left him shaken. A man set up a stealth camera on his property in North Carolina, intending to capture some wildlife footage, but he never expected to record this. In one of the shots, a strange little girl appeared. She shouldn't have been there. It seemed like she was walking, or perhaps even running. No one in the area recognized her, and there were no reports of trespassing. Some viewers even claimed to spot another figure lurking in the background. If that's the case, could she have been running from someone? What exactly happened here? Van life often appears serene, and for YouTuber Casey Johnston, it's just another part of her everyday routine. But one morning in southern Utah, that peaceful vibe quickly shifted. She had parked near a small town for the night, expecting a quiet morning. Instead, around 7 a.m., something unsettling happened.
So Olive and I woke up fairly early. I started working on my computer and recording some footage for the vlog, and I noticed at about 7 a.m. a black car went past us very slowly on the main road here. The speed limit is 40 miles an hour, and this car was going maybe 15 to 20 miles an hour, which struck me as odd, but they kept driving, so I really didn't think much of it. Until about 5 minutes later, the same car came back down the road and pulled off into the same lot as us and actually drove behind the van. And I was close enough to the car at this point that I could see there were 2 men in it. One was driving and one was in the passenger seat. And they actually went up a little road that was behind the lot that we were parked in. And they got to the end of the road, turned right back around, and then very slowly started coming back down the road towards the van. So this whole time I'm sat up here in the cab area very discreetly, trying to watch what they're doing out this driver's side window. But once they got close enough back towards the van, I actually moved from up here into the back area because that is where I keep my safety items. And unfortunately, I don't have a window on the driver's side back there, so I lost my visual of them, but I could hear that they pulled their car up right along the driver's side of the van, and they actually honked their horn at us.
Someone approached her van, not just once, but 3 separate times. This wasn't a person casually asking for directions. It was clear they were intentionally trying to get her attention.
which of course I ignored. And after I didn't respond to their honk, one of them got out of the car and came up and started knocking on my driver's side window, which I also ignored. And just to clarify, this was not a police car, this was not a security car. These were just two dudes in a car. So a couple minutes after I ignored the knocking, they finally left. They went back out onto the road and I watched them slowly drive away. At this point, I knew I needed to leave the lot, but I wasn't sure where I was going to go because, again, this is a small town and it is surrounded by very desolate areas. So the last thing I wanted to do was immediately try to leave town, drive out into the middle of nowhere, and have them follow me.
What made it even more disturbing was the fact that they had already seen her van earlier and likely knew she was alone. Casey remained still, hoping they would go away. Eventually they did, but not for long. They returned again, this time just watching from a distance. Feeling uneasy, she drove to a nearby restaurant to gather her thoughts. After breakfast, she decided to put serious distance between herself and that town, driving for hours until she reached a busier city. Though she made it out safely, the question still haunts her. What were they planning? In November 2005, while hiking the staircase trail on Mount Bugong, a hiker stopped to take a photo of a bivouac hut along the way. At the time, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but after making their way down the mountain and reviewing the pictures, something strange stood out. In one photo, a dark figure appeared in the window on the left side of the hut. No one had noticed it while there, and there hadn't been any other hikers nearby, nor had anyone approached that part of the hut. Unnerved by the mysterious image, they left the area quickly. Around 3 a.m., Reddit user Leonard Blay was suddenly awoken by strange noises outside his cabin. At first, it was hard to make out what the sound was. Some said it resembled a fox, while others thought it sounded more like a woman screaming. Most likely, it was just a fox. But hearing that sound alone in the woods at such a late hour was undeniably eerie. Beth, a solo traveler known for her tranquil van life adventures, recently had a terrifying experience while camping in Tennessee.
I am headed northeast of Tennessee. I was down in Georgia, but apparently there's going to be a really bad storm system moving through, like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, with some tornado warnings and like very strong likelihood of tornadoes. So I decided to drive a couple hours to avoid those warning areas. It's supposed to be rainy, which is fine, but it allows me a couple days to like ride out the storm. Clouds are really rolling in. It's supposed to start raining any minute. So I'm gonna just find a safe spot to camp.
Heading northeast to avoid a storm system sweeping through the south, she chose a seemingly safe, remote lakeside spot. But the weather quickly turned, with rain flooding the area and turning the ground into mud.
Definitely worse trying to get out. The water has just risen so much. All that area now has water filling up. The water is just starting to pile up and make like a little stream here. And so the last thing I want to do is get caught in mud and water, especially when the next 23 hours it's a lot of water going to be settling here. So see, it's already like starting, and there's the lake. And I don't want to be stuck in that. Okay, I've made the decision to get out of this mud area because the water is really like rising over here and it's puddling so bad. I'm just worried I'm gonna be stuck in the mud. I hope I'm not already. I think it's better for me to get up on more pavement area, so that's what I'm gonna attempt to do. Over here, where it is more not as muddy. Even though I'm closer to this other person, this is gravel here, and this is just going to be a better option. Okay, so this spot is a lot better.
When she noticed others struggling, she offered her help, providing tools and support until they were freed.
Back where I was, then I just moved from over there. A car came in They just got stuck. They're rocking the van back and forth in reverse and trying to push it out. I'm gonna go out and see if they need any help. I'm putting my boots on. I'm gonna go see if those guys need help. I at least have a shovel that they can use, but they are stuck down where I was. Big shovel, but it's something that can help them hopefully. I'm gonna see if they can use it. I was down here earlier, but with the rain, it was so bad I had to move because I was worried I was gonna get
But back in her van, the alert started flooding in. Tornado warning.
Okay guys, here's the situation. I just got active tornado warning on my phone. I can hear it. It's scary.
If you're just now tuning in, we do have one storm that we're watching right now that has a tornadic that's coming up towards Stringford. Really need you guys to take shelter.
Okay, it's okay, bud. I know it's scary. I know it's scary. Trying to watch this area in Tennessee. Oh, here we go, Pikeville. Pikeville and Spring City are in the worst of it right now. I need to hear what he's saying on here. Oh my gosh.
As we watch this storm come together here, we've also got a continued tornado warning for Morgan and Scott counties in Tennessee.
Oh gosh, I just got the warning on this saying that I have a tornado warning. Okay, well we actually have a warning here. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Oh my gosh, the lightning. Oh, that thunder is so bad. I know, it's okay, Paula. It's okay. Shh. Well, there's nowhere to actually like take cover at all because I'm in a freaking van in the middle of the woods. The lightning is insane right now.
With no shelter, just trees and the storm's fierce winds, Beth huddled with her cat, Apollo, and braced for the worst. She survived the night, but the emotional scars lingered. While hiking on Pilot Mountain in North Carolina, a couple unknowingly filmed something strange.
Is it really? Oh, there's more than one of them, huh?
At the time, they were sure no one else was around, but when they reviewed the footage later, they saw a ghostly figure appear and vanish out of nowhere. Many viewers pointed out that it resembled someone dressed as a Confederate soldier, which made sense given the area's long history of Civil War ghost sightings. The hikers realized they had captured something unusual and have since become firm believers in ghosts. Sadie was hiking alone high in the mountains when she stopped to take a selfie. Later, while going through her photos at home, she noticed something unsettling. In the background, far behind her, a strange figure appeared. It looked humanoid, but it was too far and distorted to tell if it was a person, an animal, or something else entirely. The sight unsettled her. It didn't resemble any hiker or wildlife she knew. Whatever it was, it definitely didn't belong there. The photo still gives her chills. In Canada, a dog had fallen through the ice, trapped in freezing water and struggling to stay afloat.
Bob, be nice. He's gonna help you.
When you get closer, sweep around so you're going feet first. When you get closer, start going first.
He's growling at you already. Don't worry about it. He's gonna save you. Bob, it's okay. Bob, be good. Okay, go get my cue.
Did you hear his name?
His name is Bob. His name is Bob.
Behind him and come up. Go that way.
His name is Bob.
Give me
Bob,
slack.
be good.
Give me slack. I need more slack.
He's in the
ice. If you can, just come up behind him and lift him up. Now come forward.
It's all right, big man.
There you go.
Bob.
Bob, it's okay.
Okay, good. Good job. Good job.
Bob, no.
Bob.
Bob.
Pull him up. Push him up. Push him up. He's trying to bite his face. Just give him. Pull, guys. Pull. Retreat. Stop pulling. Retreat. Pull, guys. Pull. Retreat. Good.
Yeah, that's it. It's okay. Come here. Bob, come here.
Fortunately, firefighters arrived, and one of them, secured by a rope, crawled out onto the unstable ice. The surface cracked beneath him, sending him plunging into the frigid lake. But he didn't give up. He pressed on and eventually reached the dog, pulling it to safety. After warming up, both the dog and the firefighter were thankfully unharmed. A group of men had settled in for a peaceful night of car camping deep in the forest. Everything was quiet until around midnight, when something unexpected happened. A leopard appeared near their campsite. Luckily, they noticed it in time, and the animal quickly disappeared back into the woods. A group of friends was having a fun day out in the woods and decided to take a group photo to remember the moment. However, when they later looked through the pictures, one of them spotted something odd. Between a blonde girl in green and a brunette in gray, a strange face appeared, one that didn't belong to anyone in the group. Was it a ghost? A wandering spirit lost in the forest? Or perhaps one of those eerie illusions where our brains detect faces in random patterns? Dine, a YouTuber known for sharing party clips and DJ sets, decided to document his hike in Suffolk County, New York. While deep in the woods, he came across something strange and unsettling.
Okay, we're deep in the woods. Sort of, we're like on the border, because like there's a side of the woods where there's people's houses. But I came to a trail that led to a trail that led to a trail up the hill, and I came down this, and as you can see, probably can see, it's fucking blocked. There's trees knocked over, blocking it, and cut down so that it's hard to get down the hill. But I saw what looked like a fire pit, and since I've already found one back the way I came, and it was just made by neighborhood kids, and when I was there, I met one of the kids that rides a dirt bike in here, and he was probably like in his 20s. I don't know if he was like a kid, but the point is, I thought this might be something similar. So I come down the fucking hill. And remember, we're still in the woods. We're still in the fucking woods, right? I don't know what this is. Do you see the fucking trees? Look at the white shit, okay? I was like, okay, these are probably no trespassing signs, or maybe it's something for the wildlife or something. And look, we're bordered on all sides by hills. Anyone with any sense of strategy or tactics, let's, being in the center of a bunch of hills is tactically disadvantageous because people can hide on the tops and throw things or shoot at you. Anyway, I'll cut right to the chase because I might die. Look what these fucking are. What the fuck is going on in here? And this isn't like woods I've never been to. Like, I've been here before. I've been here a lot. I've been here so much, I've actually been to the hospital getting stitches because of some of the adventures that I've had. That's beside the point. These are all different fucking people. And they're all just... This is Utah, Florida. They're all different. They're all fucking different. Every single one. This one's from Georgia. And look at this shit. Like, look where the fuck we are. Who the fuck does something like this?
He couldn't shake the feeling that it might be connected to the local missing person cases. Then, he heard voices in the distance and quickly fled the area.
Another missing guy. Brian Schaefer, 2006. OSU medical student. Look over there. You see that shit? The orange thing on the tree. It's a drop light. Or this. Holy shit, I just realized what I'm looking at. The video's not doing it justice, but this bundle of sticks, they're lashed together. That's a cage of some kind, or a hut, or a lean-to or something. And over here in the middle of the fire pit, that's a shovel. don't even know if this fucking shit is booby-trapped. Think about it. Somebody that could put this together, like, they could be watching me right now. What's in there? "21 years old, Santa Ana, California, missing 2006. All of these sticks that you can see, they're all lashed together at right angles, as if to make a cage, or a shelter, or a lean-to, or a trap. And this part right in the middle, it's a hole. It's a filled-in hole, but it's a hole. I'm assuming that whatever this is, or was, collapsed. But whatever it was intricate, and it clearly took a lot of time to make. Somebody worked pretty hard on this. What's this one? Stacy Peterson, 23 years old, missing from Illinois, 2007. Oh shit, I heard voices. We have to get the fuck out of here.
He reported what happened to the police, and they investigated, with nearby residents claiming it was simply Halloween decorations. However, weeks later, Dine returned to the site, only to find the posters had been removed and replaced with handmade, no trespassing signs.
What they've done, they printed out their own no trespassing signs, homemade. I'm assuming these are all legally binding. I have no way of knowing, so I'm not taking any chances. But you can see they attached them to the trees with ordinary masking tape. These aren't even laminated. This is posted, private property, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. And we've got one there, one there, one there.
Yet, the eerie feeling lingered. Were those just decorations? Or was something far more sinister at play? 2 men were out on a frozen river in Russia when, without warning, the ice split and started drifting away.
Давай. Тыкай. Спиннинг мой нахуй, смотри. Да хуй на этот спиннинг. Нам бы вылезти, блядь. Про него и забыл, блядь. Давай. Короче, ребята. Фу, блядь, слышь, я...
Before they knew it, they were stuck on a massive chunk of ice, floating along with the current. Can you imagine if they had stayed on it? Where might the river have carried them? And would that icy platform have held together long enough? Luckily, they weren't too far from shore. With some fast thinking and a little bit of luck, they managed to get off safely. On March 2nd, 2025, a man received a notification from his trail camera in the middle of the night. When he reviewed the footage, he saw something truly unsettling. At 2:32 a.m., a figure appeared in the distance. It looked like a girl, but there was something strange about her presence. It seemed unlikely that any normal person would be in such a remote area at that hour, especially so close to someone's home. Maybe it wasn't a girl at all. These hikers had just parked their van when the unexpected happened.
Girl, I am so amazed because I have never. And he pulling all the doors. And he didn't open the door on the van. Oh! Get out! Get out of there. Y'all better stop. Don't you go down there. Please don't. Don't go down there. Don't go down there. Oh, Lord, he up in the car. Y'all, the Up in the doors and got in the car. Oh Lord, he got them popcorns. Look at him. He just wanted some food. Oh. Girl, he didn't got the popcorn and got out.
A bear appeared, but just as calmly as it had arrived, it eventually wandered back into the forest. Thankfully, no one was inside the van during the encounter. At 3:30 a.m. on November 20th, 2019, this man received a call from his mom. Her car alarm had gone off, and she feared something might be inside. He quickly drove over to check and found this.
Oh, hey, it's a bear in the car. Well, that's not good, is it? What are you doing, buddy? Come on, man. Oh, your car has heavy damage. Oh, yeah, this is not good.
How the hell did it get in my car?
Get open the door.
A hungry bear, driven by the cold and scarcity of food, had gotten into the car. Oddly, there was no food in the vehicle. But honestly, would you be able to stay that calm if a bear was sitting in your car? Deep in the forest, a group of woodcutters stumbled upon something truly unusual.
This has been pouring for a minute. That's crazy. Loco! A waterfall.
While cutting into a tree, one of them triggered an unexpected reaction. Water suddenly burst out of the trunk. It might look fake, but it's very real. Some trees, especially those in damp environments or during certain seasons, absorb so much moisture that it builds pressure inside. When the tree is cut, that pressure releases all at once, causing water to shoot out like a geyser. A group of friends were driving through a forest when one of them spotted something unusual and began recording. A white figure darted between the trees, so quickly it barely seemed real. They eventually stopped the car to take a closer look, but found nothing. At first, they assumed it had to be an animal, maybe just a trick of the eye. But when they reviewed the footage, it didn't resemble any animal they knew. It looked human, but that couldn't be possible. Could it? Tom was using the Randonautica app when it directed him to an unfinished construction site. Intrigued, but puzzled, he stepped inside to figure out why he'd been led there. The house was silent and unsettling. Nothing seemed to add up, so he turned to leave. But as he entered the construction yard, strange noises echoed nearby.
Do not know. I honestly don't know whatsoever. Yo, what the fuck?
Suddenly a man appeared, and Tom took off running, narrowly escaping. Once he reached safety, he started recording again, still shaken as he tried to make sense of the terrifying experience he'd just survived. This unsettling photo was captured near a forest late at night. A figure dressed in dark clothing stands silently by a fence. Locals claim no one in the area resembled her, leaving the question, who was she, and why was she there alone? Some think it was just a passerby, but to me, she doesn't seem like an ordinary one. There's something strange about her presence, something that feels off. Could there be a more disturbing story behind this mysterious moment? On January 1st, 2023, the YouTube channel Van Life Adventures with Jack shared a video that began as a serene solo camping trip in the Scottish Highlands. Jack had navigated narrow, rain-soaked roads with plans to visit Castle Campbell. After capturing some scenic drone footage, he found a remote, quiet spot to park for the night. At first, everything felt peaceful, until he noticed a car parked nearby, which seemed strange given how secluded the location was. Then came faint noises and subtle movements outside his vehicle, putting him on edge.
Somebody has parked the car.
the fuck? I am going to prepare to leave this area. Oh, the tunes are on. Fuck this. It's clearly some young kids that came up. I'm getting out of here. I don't like this.
When his car began to shake slightly, and with no phone signal and fear building, he noticed more vehicles arriving. Not willing to risk what might come next, he quickly packed up and drove off. A group of locals were out for a walk in Qin County, Sichuan, China, when they experienced a terrifying moment. They spotted the hillside starting to move just in time and managed to sprint to safety. The falling rocks missed them by only seconds, but thankfully, no one was injured. The region had experienced days of heavy rainfall, which likely set off the landslide. What could have ended in tragedy turned into a narrow escape, captured on camera. A TikToker's friend shared a scenic photo from their trip to Boone, North Carolina, deep in the Appalachian Mountains. At first, there didn't seem to be anything unusual, but when they zoomed in on the distance, a figure was visible. It appeared to be a woman, but something about it didn't seem quite human. Some speculated it could have been a skinwalker, while others thought it might have been a ghost. The friend was certain they were completely alone out there, and it definitely wasn't a person. Whatever it was, it certainly changed the atmosphere of that beautiful view. On July 5th, 2022, a woman was walking her dog near a quiet lake, surrounded by the peacefulness of nature. As usual, she filmed a short clip of her dogs playing. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but when she reviewed the footage later, she noticed something unusual. In the distance, a large dark figure appeared to be moving between the trees. Who or what did she capture that day?